Greetings, everyone. Nice to see you, and nice to see you and you and you. So, it's the first time in many, many months that I'm teaching to, I don't want to say real people, but live people, in person teaching. And we have a few friends who joined us today, which is fantastic. Thank you for joining us. I'm here on the East Coast and in our East Coast home at my lovely home. Look how lush and beautiful it is. And it's been a joyous time to see my grandkids and my newest baby. And his name is Bo or Bowen, and he's so adorable. And I love the babies. And then there's Pella. We decided we'd call her Pellalicious, and she is 2 3/4. Every month counts at that age. It counts, we realize, when you're very young, and when you get to like 70, then your your monthly birthdays again. We're all just coming full circle. Um, we say she's going to be a natural leader. That's our girl. So I'm just glad to be here. Thanks for making the time to join me, and of course to Ace, our videographer. So blessings. So today I'm just remember it's about coming home to where we are. And these are challenging times where we are. I was talking with someone yesterday and she just was really near a breakdown. Like, life has been a lot for her. Not only is there a pandemic and it's like, I just can't take it anymore. And like sometimes we just need to fall apart, come back together again. And so today the invitation is come home to where let's have an attitude of gratitude and acceptance for where we are, but also a recognition that it changes. This too shall pass. All the pleasant will pass and all the unpleasant will pass. And sometimes we would rather, or, not soon enough, right? And we get to watch all of that because I think as humans, keep a sense of humor about ourselves. Yeah. Everything's going to be, we're all okay. Can we? We're all okay. You're okay. I'm okay. We're okay. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So please have what props you have near you, right? Good. If you like a journal at the end, have that with you. And let's just take a seat. So come to sit at the edge of your blanket or your cushion. Take a little time to wobble a little bit back and forth to just find your seat right here, right, and feel the earth beneath you. And then allow the wobbling to settle as you, yeah, come down to the earth. Mm. Right from the roots, allow the spine to grow long. Your hands, legs are in your lap, palms up or down. The shoulders slide down away from your ears. And the neck elegantly long. Take your seat. If it today is about coming home to where you are, let's meet ourselves where we are. Just feel how the breath breathes you and take inventory. Meet this precious being in this body. I'd like to think that it becomes an interesting inquiry. What's happening now? The quality of breath, the quality of the mind and the heart today. And recognizing that in any moment it could be pleasant, it could be unpleasant, it could be neutral. And then see this all from that place of the compassionate observer. And we just recognize that there's really nothing we have, and that's where we get ourselves kind of caught. We think we have to fix ourselves or change ourselves. These conditions arise and pass. And so, to remind us of how we want to live and how we want to practice, let's take a few moments to take refuge, that safe harbor that's always here. And that really is the blessing of a little time of practice, to come home to this already awakened heart that can hold all the in this body, mind, and heart. If these words resonate for you, just whisper them back to your own heart. So from now until I fully wake, I vow to take refuge in loving awareness, my true home. Hmm. And it's worth touching that place, recognizing home, already awake, already whole. But of course, we're human and we stumble and we fall. Remind ourselves there is a path. And so from now until I fully awaken, take refuge in the path of loving awareness, the road that leads me home. And so we come together here to practice, walk this path. And then the gift of community. We are communal beings now. Until I fully awaken, I vow to take refuge in the Sangha, my friends, my spiritual family, those who vow to live awake and free. And then as you sit for a few moments, call into your heart those blessed beings in your life that you share this life, this path with. And because we know we want to live from the awakened heart that we are, we remind ourselves from now until all is experienced as liberation, I will bring benefit and happiness to all beings, omitting none. Hmm. It reminds me how I want to walk each day. And so if you'd like to join me, let's chant a little bit to Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Ganesha, the blessed elephant god, it reminds us that the obstacles can be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. I'll chant it once, chant it 3 times together. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Together. Om Gam Daye Namaha. Om Gam Ganpate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And then let the outer chant fall away. Allow the eyes to close, open, and feel into the resonance, the vibration as you sit here. And then please just bring your right hand into Vishnu Mudra, just gently tucking the index and middle finger, and we'll use the thumb and right. And then close the right nostril with the thumb. So we'll do a little alternate nostril, which really helps prepare the mind and wonderful benefits. Let's just be in the practice and feel the benefits rather than talk about them. So as you close the nostril, just begin to let your breath grow long and silky smooth and breathe about 3 to 5 breaths. You can slow the breath down. At the top of the next breath, close the left nostril with the ring finger, release the right. Exhale. And do 3 to 5 breaths along the right side. And follow, let your awareness follow the breath. It brings you right into what's happening, this breath, this moment. Top of the next inhale, close the right nostril, release the left, and exhale. Continue, inhale through the left side. At the top of your breath, close, pause for a few moments. Then release the right and exhale. At the bottom of the inhale, at the top of your breath, close and pause. And when you're ready, release through the left. And continue in that way for a few moments. And find a natural, what is the natural way the body wants to sustain. And then slowly exhale. Mind, just follow the rhythm of breath. And you'll see if the mind is distracted by thoughts. And then just let the action of breathing call you to the moment. Over time, you might like to just gently tuck the chin a little bit to create a little bit of a hold, a bandha. Breath release, hold. And the next time you release from the left nostril, let that be your final round. Allow your hand to release and just sit. You might notice that awareness is more and more present, expanded. Back into that. And today, let's just rest in that open awareness. Whatever arises has space to arise, a thought, a feeling, a sound, and fall back from where it came. The mind might simply note breathing or sensation or sound. And then please take a moment to align intention in coming to practice today. A way you want to be with yourself, something you want to receive. What is your intention? Ask and watch it bubble up inside you. And then repeat it back to your own heart. And once again, feel your here on this earth, this breath in this body, aware of this mind and heart, the precious awareness that we are. Please, taking a breath. Om. Shanti, peace, Jabagwan. Jabagwan. Sweet. All right, let's do one or two yin to begin our practice. Excuse me. So if you would slide your feet out, come into a butterfly pose. So an extended baddha, right? So today we're not moving them in close, but move them away. Then just a little tip of the pelvis. And if you like, you can have your block or your cushion or something. Go. A little tip, a little hinge, and then gently let your spine round. Hmm. And this is where we meet where we are. The body says, hello there. And we're not forcing it, we're not pushing it. We're also an edge. Like this is what's happening. But of course, the mind has all the add on. It should be different. I should be better. All of that. So right here, meet the edge of sensation, and I invite you to meet it with an acceptance and openness of heart. And then take a breath into any tension and relax what you can. And scan the body, and you just see, are there any unnecessary tensions? What a wonderful time with yourself. We all have unnecessary tensions, the add-ons of living a life. And so this precious time in practice, meet it and relax a little bit. Love it a little bit more. And we stay a while. And then connect to the ally of your breath. And allow the breath to grow long and silky smooth. And if space opens, you drop in a little deeper. You can rest your head on the block. Put your elbows on your shins and support your forehead or chin. Or just let it dangle. Now, if you're familiar with that little contraction in the back of your throat, use it. It'll let you slow the breath down. So we meet the moment, tension. We relax what we can. Feel this precious body. But there's a level of acceptance and curiosity, affectionate curiosity for the moment. Breath or two. See where the body's willing to go. And to release balance to the floor, gently lift the torso back to sitting. Bring your hands behind you, extend your legs out. Ooh. Just sink back into your shoulders. And if the body feels taxed, just take your breath and awareness there. It's like, right? It changes. So great. Everything's changing. Hmm. Hmm. And then please come on to your belly and let's come into Sphinx pose. So if you're on a hard floor, those of you watching, you can spread a blanket across for your pelvis. All right. I'll come on a little angle so you'll see me. And then just let your legs fall apart. Not fall apart, but totally fall apart. Sometimes we gotta fall apart, but let them. Oh, go ahead. Let them. All right. Let your legs just fall where they naturally do. Yeah. Let them earth. Your belly soft, and the lower back kind of sways in there. Hmm. And then bring your elbows width apart, and you do that by just taking hold around the outside. And then just let yourself like sink into your shoulders a little. Yeah. And your hands can either be out in a little prayer, they can support your head, support your chin. Some people like to use their block for their forehead. Hmm. So, what can you do to find the pose that you can settle into? You know, I would say that every day I do these two poses at least, with a forward fold and a back bend, and let the spine get juiced in those directions. Hmm. So take a few moments as you enter to scan around in the body. And I just let's just start down in the legs and you notice how the feet fall in or out. And the legs can grow heavy on the earth. Time to just feel into the body. It's such a great way to know how am I responding, how am I reacting to life, what's holding on in this body, what can I soften a little bit, can I just bring breath and life to a little bit. Scan up and you feel the lower back. We lose that curve as the body moves on through the years. This is a great way to nourish it. If you need less, move your elbows out in front of you. Hmm. If you want more, you can move them closer or bring your hands down on the mat, the elbows. So, options. It's important because we're always changing. So, we need options to make ourselves fresh and new. You don't have to push yourself. Someone here today told me they're working with sciatica discomfort. But I'm working, the spine feels a lot more stiff than it used to. Yeah. Something in a life, particularly as we move on in life. And this is what we are now. These are the way the body is manifesting now. And our practices, number one, to just meet ourselves kindly, but it nourishes us. It's a way to take care of ourselves in a most healthy way. Feel the spine just soften into the back. The muscles soften around the spine. And then remember the ally of your breath. And sounds of life happen around us. We send a little there. May whoever be safe. A few more breaths here. So to release this, the elbows, rest one hand on the other and bring your head to rest. And again, if the body feels taxed in any way, take your awareness there. You notice things. We're bringing this life energy more and more awake. Remember who we are. And as in the tradition, we remember the preciousness of this human life with all that it has. And we recall that life ends for everyone. And whatever I do, whether virtuous or not, has a result. And so feel the result of your action. That's the law. And as we said earlier, all conditions pass. The law of impermanence. Hmm. And then please bring your hands next to your shoulders. Press up onto your fours. And press your buttocks back towards your heels. Yeah. Let your torso melt over the legs. And if it works, spread your arms out in front of you and press into those hands and wobble a little bit from side to side. And then please come up to all fours. Work for everybody? I'll go this way a little bit so you guys. So as you're on all fours, your knees are about hip width apart. Your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. Good. Nice. And spread the fingers nice and wide like the rays of the sun. Yeah. And your wrists align with the front of the mat. Nice. And then take a breath and let's just come into that cat. Slide your sacrum down, round the spine and tuck your chin. Stay there for a breath or two as you press into the earth and let the spine round. Remember, your edge is your edge. Your next inhale, lift the sitting bones, drop the belly, let the spine dive in, lift the head, draw the shoulders down the back. And stay here a breath or two. Again, remember your ground is where your hands and knees are your ground, so press into that. Let the belly grow soft. One more breath, inhale. And as you exhale back into your cat stretch, round it. And then in your own rhythm, move in and out of your dog stretch. And really do find your own rhythm. Make it luxurious. Make it an inquiry of movement. Yeah. To meet yourself right where you are. No one else is in charge of your experience. Do it one or two times. Notice if the mind takes you elsewhere, and then come back. This breath, this body, this movement. Good. And then right back to the center. And it's because it is moving into the autumn season, and that season has to do with the large intestine, and those meridians flow through the arms. Walk your hands out in front and as wide as your mat. And then just let your torso drop through. Keep your hips above your knees, right? And just drop through. Mm. Hmm. And take a little time there. So it's like a half dog, right? We don't have our legs straightened. Hmm. And see if you can relax a little bit more there. If that, you can always widen the arms a little bit. That helps make it a little bit easier. And take another breath here. Good. With your arms extended, right, slide them back now under the shoulders. Come back onto all fours. Hmm. Pause there for a moment and feel that. Let your body respond any little way it needs to. Hmm. Right, this is where we own our experience. We feel into what's needed. We let the body respond. Yeah, there's so much wisdom here. Come home to yourself. Hmm. And then once again, back onto all fours. Right foot forward for a lunge, right? If you have your blocks, you might like to use them, right? Otherwise, on your fingertips, right? And slide that left leg back. Get a nice little stretch there. There you go. And then as you exhale, just sink into it a little bit. There you go. The sacrum's down. Slowly, just draw the lower abdomen back a little bit. With each exhale, just sink in a little. Hmm. And then as you inhale, come up and bring your hands onto your knee. Good. And as you exhale, just sink in a little bit. Sacrum down, navel back to give you a nice strong core there. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. Nice. Every moment, just explore it a little bit, right? The breath moves you. You gently ease in and out. Hmm. If you want a little more, you can reach your hands down to the earth. Roll the upper arms out. It's not have tos. Lift up a bit. Yeah. Some of you I see like interlacing the fingers and stretch the arms back. The heart opens a little bit. Or just the hands on the lower back is another option. So play there. This is yours. Hmm. Like inhale the arms overhead. And as you exhale, bend the elbows down in cactus arms. Beautiful. Inhale them up. And exhale down. One more time. This time, feel the shoulder blades go back on the back body. There you go. And the heart lifts a little bit. One more breath. Sink in. Then inhale up. And exhale. Take it forward. Pause there for a moment. Hmm. Take your left hand to the earth or on your block right under your shoulder. Take your right hand on the outside of your knee. Right? Open the elbow a little bit. And as you inhale, elongate. As you exhale, just a little bit of a twist to the right. And then breath by breath, lengthen. Roll the belly and the ribs. And you unwind on the inhale. And as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. So breath by breath, just ease in and out of it. And you hug the knee towards the shoulder. There you go. If you want more, you stretch that right arm up or not. Another breath, reach into it. And then gently unwind. Bring your hand back to the earth or your blocks. Pause there for a moment. Give it its time. Nice. And then take your right foot back. Take your body back into child or any expression you need right now. Mm-hmm. Pause there. You pause, but there's also at the same time there might be some little micro movements that the body needs. It's very wise. It's got a lot of information. Sometimes it's just take your breath. Feels taxed. Nice. Bless yourself. And then please come back. Extend your arms out overhead. Come back up onto all fours. And then take your left foot forward and slide your right leg back. Just a little lunge. Using your blocks or on the earth. And then just gently ease in on the exhale. Feel how the inhale, there's just that little way the body eases up, and as you exhale, you sink in. Nice. So take a few breaths just to feel that. Nice. And then if you like, bring your hands up onto the left leg. Remember here, sacrum down, lower abdomen back. And you lift the spine a little, and then you exhale, just sink in. Slow and steady. And then to play into how your body wants to explore, reach the arms down if that feels appropriate for you. And play. Do the arms come up on the inhale and down on the exhale? And then let this be your final moment or two. Lift the heart up towards the heavens. This beautiful day we have. So much to be grateful for. And then inhale up and exhale. Slowly come forward. Bring your left foot back. Once again, come back gently, slowly into child. And then take a look at your hands. See that they're shoulders width apart and spread the fingers. Have the elbows lifted, space under the armpit. Table. And roll the upper arms out. Tuck the toes under just for a few breaths. Let's do a downward. But go in slowly, okay? Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Heavy-handed dog. Knees bent, and then when it feels right, press the heart through. And there you can feel how the little wave motion of the spine. And then you can walk one heel down and then the other. Take a few moments here. Just explore in Adho Mukha Svanasana. So many ways. Sometimes people like to live or just a little bit of movement here. Make it yours. Just a few moments, this nice strong pose. Mm. And then to release, just bring your weight forward a little bit. Bring your knees to the earth. Come back into child. One more. And feel what's happening now. Come home. Right here, right now. And then if you would, slither yourself along the ground and then come on to your back towards me, those of you with me, so you can hear me best. Ah, we're not quite at rest, but but as you come onto the earth, feel the earth with you. Hmm. Ground that holds us. And just bring one hand to your own soft belly and your heart to meet this precious being and this precious human life. Mm. Yeah. And all the life gives us, we know that this beautiful teaching that reminds us that when I do not recognize my boundless nature, and as long as I'm focused on self importance and too caught up in thinking how I am good or bad, hmm, about getting what I want and avoiding what I don't want does not result in happiness. Times in a day, we can just remind ourselves you don't have to suffer, sweetheart. Take a breath. Life, this precious life, is filled with everything. The 10,000 joys and sorrows. So let's just keep calm and carry on. Yeah. Hmm. And then release your hands and bring your left knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers around the knee or the shin. And as you exhale, just gently draw the knee in. And as you inhale, let it. Your right knee, the foot can either be standing or extended. Yogi's choice, right? Hmm. And anyone with sciatica, this is helpful, but always so mindful, right, of your edge. Hmm. For those of you who want a little more on the exhale, do lengthen the leg out. Hmm. And then release the left foot to the earth. Extend your right leg out. And extend your arms in a T position. Press into your left foot. Lift the hips to the left. And then take your left foot to stand right onto your right thigh. Take a breath, and as you exhale, roll. Take a moment here, and you can just play a little bit with your right hand on the outside of the left leg. Drop the right knee down, and then drop the left shoulder down. And then just gently ease in and out. Just playing that sweet, gentle little edge. Hmm. Good. And then shoulder blade to the earth. And from there, the knee eases in. Roll the belly and ribs and chest to the left, and the head can either look straight ahead or to your left. The left arm can stay out to the side or move up towards the ear. And again, remember your breath. It shows you, it moves you, invites you right into the moment, intimate with yourself. Take a breath or two, come into that full expression of that knee down twist. And then release the right hand slowly, slowly, slowly. Roll back, step into your left foot and shift your hips back to the center. Pause there. Don't miss the second half of the pose. Really, there's a lot of energy and prana, life force that flows. And there's information here, the feeling of the release, like a little gift. Hmm. And then extend your left leg onto the floor. Step into your right foot, lift the feet, and shift the hips to the right. Take your right foot to rest on the top of the left, and then roll over to your left. Your left hand can be on your right, and you can ease in and out a little bit. Just let that gentle little rocking, that little gentle repetitive motion in the body to move, ease a little bit, to find its way in. Find the ground in the in the right shoulder, I'm sorry. And you breathe at the edge. And over time, sometimes you shift the upper torso to the left a little and wriggle in a little more. The right arm stretches higher overhead. The head can look straight ahead or to the right or the left. And breathe here. You might like to flow and press out through that extended leg for the last breath. Yeah. Mm. Last breath or two. Reach, see where the body wants to go. It'll show you. And then slowly unwind. As you come back to the center, savor, savor it. Mm. Okay. And then channel right now. Hmm. Watch the mind. Stay present. One direction. Ask the wisdom of body to show you what's needed now. Is there a little movement or is there a posture? Hmm. You can't do it wrong. You're just deeply listening. And if we can listen, hopefully we can listen in our lives. Hmm. All right. And then asking the body to show you how to move, to take rest. So if you're cool, cover yourselves. If you need a little something under your neck, please rest that. Your eyes is always nice. Our masks might have a new purpose. Mm, good. And then splay the body out. Let it let it go. Mm. Dare to fill up your space here. And then take 3 to 5 letting go breaths. The exhale, just letting go. Uh, comes with that letting go. As you let go more and more to the earth, anything you're not needing. Back body begins to relax, be held by Mother Earth. Earth, my body. As you feel the breeze, air, my breath. Ah. Hmm. And then allow the front body to soften. Says can swallow when the throat relaxes. chest relaxes, it softens, everything resting. And then just let your breath just rises and falls. Hmm. And as you come into rest, contemplate that you can consider all the pain and all you have ever experienced as waves on a very deep ocean, which you are. Hmm. From the depths, witness those waves rolling along so bravely, always changing, beautiful, and they're marvel that once, occupied with only the surface of this ocean, and now embrace waves, depths, undersea mountains for the shore. All experienced waves on a very deep ocean, which you are. So as the breath, the waves of the ocean, relax, drop in, and rest. Om Bhur Svaha Tat Savitur Bharte Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Udayat. Om Bhur Bhurvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Udayat. Om Bhutvitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Udayat. Om. As you hear the sound, just begin to awareness open through the sense doors. The sound of my voice and any sounds around you. As you take a full breath in, feeling how the breath moves the body, any smells that you smell, the touch of the breath. Feel the clothing on your skin or the air against your skin, the earth that you. Mm. And then begin to stretch your body in a most organic way. Your fingers, your toes stretching through your arms and your legs. Ha. And then gradually draw your knees in and roll over to one side. Pause there and meet yourself here, coming home to you just as you are, the magnificent one that you are, the unique one that you are. Hmm. Hmm. Then please press up into sitting, bring your hands to the earth. Without disturbing that inward turning, come to sit at the edge of your blanket or your cushion so we can close together. Hmm. Ah. Once again, settle into your seat and meet yourself now, grounded and long and present for yourself. Every wave of the vast ocean is, and as you sit, you just feel this breath as yourself. You feel it breathing this body. Mm. And you meet yourself now. Mm. And take a moment to reflect on our time together today and just notice what stands out for you. Any insights or highlights? Mm. And then drop in again to that place of deep wisdom. And from that place, listen, given all that's happened here today and given my life, what is the knowing for me? What is it I need to remember as I step back into my day? And then listen inwardly. And words might come, phrases. Listen and just whisper them back to your own sweetheart. Hmm. Hmm. And then remind yourself that you have all of this with you always. Any practice can always bring you home. As said in the Radiant Sutras, being transformed by even one of these, fullness of experience develops breath by breath. One day the desired self, little s, for the great self is consummated. Come ready for that moment. being transformed by even one of these practices. And so, a moment of gratitude that we've received, a beautiful company that we share in person and virtual. It's such a blessing. We dedicate the merit of our practice to reach out to touch all hearts everywhere. May all beings be happy and free. May these practices touch all hearts so that all can come home to themselves and remember who they are. May all beings know happiness and the root of happiness, all suffering and the root of suffering, all beings, omitting none. And if you'd like, let's chant our closing dedication, Loka Samasta Sukhino. We'll begin with Om, chant it 3 times, and end with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's take a breath, please. Om Loka Sa Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti. And this is our friend. Jai Bhagwan, everyone. Thank you for joining us.